Hello YouTube, this is Sean again, and you know what? We're doing this again. We're redoing this because I recently watched the old video and that was horrible. I'm a little mad no one killed me after doing that because, Jesus, that was beyond horrible. Well, this is a new house. Not bamboo, sadly. I mean, I'd love to. Since then, I've started many worlds, and I've never been able to find that biome again. This is the lab. We've got Jurassicraft stuff and fossils and Ooh, fossil. Sand, bone, milk, bones. Okay, well, got that. And this is where all the interesting stuff is, like, oh, I found scarab gems. And you see glowstone. That wasn't because I went to the nether. Never been to the nether. I just found, like, this one character, not what it was, villager, who was selling them. So I, like, traded a whole bunch of stuff for it. And that's not all of it. I have some in my room. Carpenters Blocks, fossil and Archeology. Don't have any milk. Chisel. Yeah, I know words. Chisel. And then this is Carpenter's Blocks. It's something I just recently found out exists in the mod. And it's the Carpenter's Bench. And this is the front room. And this is outside. Now outside, we have many things, and apparently something dangerous. That. No storage. I'm attempting to make this something. I don't know what, but something. I'm basically, like, gonna try and make a city over here. And, farms. That's what I meant to show you guys. Oh, yeah. Can't sing Star Wars because Tears, Princess Leia has died just yesterday. And a very, very emotional time. Most of these are Pam's Harvestcraft because I just love that mod. Like, I mean, everything in that mod is amazing. Got some curry. And there we go. Now, as I was saying, this is practically going to be the continuation of what I started last time. Now, last time it didn't go so well because I didn't keep up with it. Oh, those trees are cool. Glad I planted those. It started off, but it really didn't take off because, I mean, I didn't have the full version of Fraps, and I was like, you see, I kind of want to wait until I get the full version, not expecting how long it'd take me to really think about getting it. And so then you have, like, a whole bunch of other stuff popping up, like, for example, Band, as I mentioned in the last video, is low-key life. So when we had an event for Band, I'm like, okay, well, Band season's back, can't really do much because I'm going to be out late doing Band things, for example, at games until nearly 1 in the morning because the football team decided to travel all the way out to McAllister. McAllister's a good 2 hours away, but then there was traffic, so it made about 4 hours away. So I was not a happy camper. I really wasn't. And then I continued to play Minecraft, so I'm a little better. I'm not exactly new to the game anymore. But I mean, and each time I started, I wanted to record. I really did. Like, I had really legitimate intentions to just get on the game and start recording every time. But then I'm like, no, what would you guys think? I mean, like, I was gone for so long and didn't do anything. And then just randomly, out of the blue, hey, look, episode 2. No, that's not how it works. Lyrebird. Exotic birds mod. And so I'm like, You see, this is why I dislike this. YouTube is much harder than I originally thought it was, but it's okay because that's how it's supposed to be. And here's some coal, and I think I'm actually running low on coal. And so you get like a whole bunch of just random stuff happening and making me think that I can't do this, but it all comes down to if I want to do it or not. And I really did, but I didn't realize that I just had to do it. It's not as hard as I'm making it seem. And where's my axe? Because I need birchwood. Centipede. And it's basically come down to that. And I did some other things with Minecraft. Like, for example, I'm currently... Now, don't get excited about this, because there's an 89% chance it's just going to flop. I'm currently attempting to make a mod. Like, I mean... Like, the little... Like, of course, because Sean's Wild World, it's gonna be for, like, animals and... not exotic, critically endangered and recently extinct animals. So it's sort of everything I believe in, or you go and you find an animal, it's critically extinct, and you critically extinct or critically endangered or extinct, I'm sorry. And you can go and you can make a zoo, like I'm most likely going to do in this little series, build a zoo, even though there's really not room to do anything. I'll find room. I will make room. Actually, there's a whole lot of space that way. So, you can either find or make room to build a zoo, or you can put this in here. I don't need cinnamon. So, or you could just like go and be like, oh look, on these animals. I never knew about this one. Let me look it up. And then the animal itself gets more notoriety because, hey, you just played a mod that featured this animal. Hey, look, gold. Featured this animal, and you had no idea it existed before. So that's kind of why I want to do this. Oh, yeah, here's my room. Deco bench. And hidden door. Not shears. Close. There we go. So, yeah, that's basically where I'm at. Like, I mean, I wanted to do as many videos as I could. Like, I mean, each time I played, I was like, I'm gonna record. But then I was like, wait, I don't have the full version of Frap, so I could only be able to record, like, 10, 11 minutes before the video would stop. Or I'm doing something and I'm like, oh, that'd be so amazing. Like, I mean, I can't wait to do this. And no. Or even moments where I'm like, you know what? I don't even care. I don't have the full version. They'll accept it. And I'd start a world and I'd get to the point where I'm literally just playing a world so much where I might as well have just not done anything. Because I'm like, well, they don't want to see it start from the beginning. Like, I feel like that might be boring for some people. So, let me go back to get food. I feel like that might just be boring to some people. Like, I didn't know how everyone would take it. Like, I personally wanted to start over, but I really like this world. And I know if I started over, I would completely forget about this one. And this one makes me really happy. Now, let's see. I thought I had some juice. Juicer. Let's do raspberry. Oh, that's a lot of raspberries. Let's do grape. Just 8. And there we go. Got that, and grapes. And so it comes down to like thinking, hey, maybe you want to do this, but not overthinking it to the point where you're like, yeah, okay, you want to do this, but what about this, this, and this? You can't overthink it, because when you overthink it, then it doesn't happen. I hate when stuff gets trapped in these. So, yeah, that's basically where I am right now. Zimmy, you already have this? Yes. So, yeah, I'm practically right there right now. So, basically, what I'm gonna do in this series is I'm gonna continue where I left off. Not exactly not in the same place, but if you guys want to do something, we'll do it. We've got this. The one thing I'm really not going to do is just going to go on like a mass killing spree. That's obviously not an option right now. Well, that's obviously not an option for me because I'm not that type of person. Like, I see a pig and I'm like, oh, good pig. Just like keep him. And I have a lot of gardens I need to break, but I really don't want to break them. Mostly because that means I'd have to find something. So, yeah. We've got room over here. We could do something. That way, I don't know what's completely that way. I know there's a whole lot of mountains. Never explored this ocean. That way, there's birch forest as far as the eye can see. And yeah, I really want to know what you guys want to do. Mostly because I really don't have a set direction for this place. It's just kind of finish this building, and I want to turn it into a shop with the NPC that like sells stuff like the safari nets and different things. That way, when we go around, we could go and like grab something, like have the Animals Plus. And I did not do Mo Creatures because it lagged the game, and I know you guys are saying it's laggy right now, but it's really not this bad. I think it's just because I'm recording. So yeah, mildly sad, but we'll find a way. We'll do something, because I still actually need to find a cow. I have not found a cow at all in this world. And if I can find a cow, I can put him in a safari net and bring him home, so that way I can start making dinosaurs. And once I make dinosaurs, then it's going to kick into high gear. Because if I can make a dinosaur, I can start exhibits. Then I can start exhibits, then I can actually start letting... Oh my gosh, figure this out. Then I can start laying out a plan for where everything is going to go. And once that happens, I believe we'll be on the right track. So, basically, I need a cow. That is number one. I believe that might be what I do next time, because I think we're really hitting the 20-minute mark, if anything. Random potion, peafowl egg, sugarcane, coal. What are we not? Where did that sparnet go? Maybe it's in the lab. Oh yeah, I got cow DNA because I went into like one of the chests and it had beef in it. So I'm like, okay, well, if I find a cow, then I can have its DNA. Then I can make a little cow embryo and I can breed it with itself. And then I can have an endless supply of cows. Because I also kind of need leather for a backpack. So, wood. Stones. I forgot, was it in here? No, it was not. Here it is, Safari Net. Okay, so next time we will go on an adventure to find a cow. And oh, this is what I wanted to ask. For any of you guys who like really know how to make mods and stuff, I need someone who can code. I mean, like, coding to me just goes over my head in every way. Like, I mean, I don't understand any bit of it. It's mind-boggling. It is pure insanity. And so, if I can find someone who can code, I would definitely, like, well, of course, I get to know them. Like, I'm not just going to send you something that's very near and dear to me and just expect, like, everything to happen and go perfectly fine. No, that's how you get, like, your models stolen. No, not doing that. Of course, I'd like to have a conversation with you, get to know who you are, what type of person you are, if I can trust you. And then, of course, like, if you seem like the person that can do it, you seem like the person you can do it, and I'll send you, like, a test one to see, like, how you do. And then if I like it, if you're, like, gonna be able to communicate, then I'll think about it. And if you're potentially the only person who does it, yeah, maybe not. But if there's, like, actually a few people, and you're the best of the people that have, like, commented at the bottom of this video saying, hey, I know how to code, and I can do it pretty well. Like, I mean, these models have multiple moving parts, and some of them move in certain ways. Like, for example, there's a leopard shark, and it moves in an eel-like motion. So it has to be able to look like it's moving in that way. Or even there's one mob, and it's a bird, and you have to be able to make it be able to walk and fly. I mean, you have to be able to do both of them. So, I mean, I need to know if someone's actually up for doing that. Because I can't even drink my grape juice, and I really want to right now. Because this is important to me, and I really would like it to come to life, but I don't know how to do any of the modding. And I've attempted MC Edit, and that is extremely insane. I refuse to do that. I am going to lose my mind doing MC Edit. That's ultimately where I'm at with MC Edit. I'm not knocking it. It's just because it's every time I try to do something, it says error. I kind of gave up on it. So yeah, that's where I'm at, and I'd really like some help if anyone knows. If you even know someone who makes mods, please tell them that there's a kid from Oklahoma who really wants to make an animal mod, but not like one of those. You guys know what I'm talking about, like those mods where it's just like, okay, that's nice, it adds animals. I want one where people are like, oh my gosh, you need to have this mod in your game if you're gonna play with animals. Like, I mean, you need this. So yeah, that's where I'm getting at. If you guys know anyone, or if you are someone who knows how to code Minecraft mods and all the Java witchcraft that apparently goes with this, please leave a comment. Like, I'd like to know, and I'd really like to talk to you about it. So without further ado, let me get to the top of this mountain before I end the video. Bushes. Dandelion. Dang it. How do you find does it grow from there, or do you have to find the puff? A little sad. Okay, let me get to the top of this. And I know I've just wandered extremely far from home. Ooh, water. But I'd like to end the video here. Have a wonderful time, and stay curious. Please like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you wonderful people do, and make your day great. See ya.